Well, it's one of my favorite times of the week when the crowd is settled into their seats. Coach Pope experiences the vibe, thinks back on the week that was, and answers this question.
So this gentleman right here is like, that's weird. That is weird.
It's weird and wonderful is what it is. What are you thinking?
I got so many thoughts, but this is what I want to talk about. So one of the great things about BYU athletics is that it gives us all a chance to just connect. It could just be like a tiny little connection, and I think it's beautiful. And one of the things about getting a chance to coach here, especially now in the Big 12, with the platform that we have, is I get inundated with all kinds of super fun feedback on how people may have connected during the game. So I'm gonna tell you this story, and then I want you to think about if anybody saw the game in some type of unique environment. I'm gonna ask for some people to tell stories here. We have time.
We have time. We always have time for you.
And so here's my story. So the next morning I get a long text from a husband and wife, the Freckleton family, who we dearly love, who are amazing family, amazing story, live out of the state. And they talked about how they were, it's actually really sweet. So they're watching the game and they're going crazy at home and they can't believe it. And then like with 2 minutes left, there's a pounding on their door, and their neighbors from the house to their right and to their left had to run over, and we're gonna like watch the last 2 minutes of the game with them. I don't know if they were BYU fans or not, but they were fans of the Freckletons, and they were gonna run into their house and like, we just have to watch this together. And it means a lot to me. I love the fact that that BYU athletics, BYU as a university, is such a unifying thing that people get to share things like that. And I love that story. I'll remember that forever, partly because I love the Freckleton family so much, and partly because I love the story so much, and partly because it was fun to win at Kansas. So I don't know if anybody has something. Was anybody in a unique? There we go. Let's go.
So I came from California all the way to Kansas for my birthday the day before, so thank you for the present.
That is beautiful. I love it. Were you in the gym?
I was there.
That's awesome. Yes.
My son said he could hear me yelling from Texas.
I love it. Good. Anybody else? Anything unique? Yeah.
I celebrated my 70th birthday with your historic win.
That's beautiful. Congratulations. That is awesome. 70 years. Yeah.
I was in the hospital and I met them to be home in time to watch the game. I needed to see that game.
All right. Listen, don't give your doctors my phone number. I don't want to take the blame for that. I love it. Anyone else have anything unique? I love hearing these stories. Yeah.
Well, we watched the game together at her friend's apartment, and then one of our friends had just gotten off a date, and then one of our friends FaceTimed him so that we could watch the game all together.
Oh, that's actually beautiful. That's really great. Yeah. Yeah.
My daughter lives in Texas and is a super fan, and I talked to her right after the game. She was so excited. She says, "Dad, I may or may not have thrown a roll of paper towels at the TV."
Well, we might need to drag her into the Marriott Center to do that on our home floor. Anyway, I had someone back here.
Oh, my dad wasn't confident that you were going to win.
Hey, you know what? I love the honesty, though. I love it. Yeah?
I didn't even know there was a game.
Wait, say it again?
I didn't even know there was a game.
Fair enough. Fair enough. There's always one Ute fan in the audience. Yeah.
I forgot to watch the game and was shopping for my mom at Smith's.
All right. Hey, that's if you're going to do anything, you should be doing something for your mom. That's actually beautiful. That's great. Yeah.
There were a lot of my friends who wanted me to watch the game, so I couldn't watch it. I listened to it, but I may or may not have fell asleep.
Now that's an affront to the great Greg Bell, right?
Not because of my call. I promise I kept people awake.
Yeah, this is actually delightful.
Yeah, so my mom was putting my little brother to bed, so she made us pause it so we could watch it after.
There we go.
And we were like screaming our heads up because we were looking at the scores. And she was like, "How bad are we losing? Shut up!"
Yes, I have someone back here.
My family goes to California a lot, and one time we went there and we just were like playing the radio on
That's great. There's something about listening to the game on the radio, I think, that's really special.
Yeah.
It's a little old school. For us old people, we know it. I'm telling you, it's one of the greatest things about BYU athletics, man, is how it connects us. And for some of us, it doesn't. But for a lot of us, it does, and it's really brilliant. I appreciate you guys. We're Cougar Nation incredible. To go to Allen Fieldhouse and for us to be able to celebrate with fans in that building. And then, as Greg said, as we exited the court, the concourse was full of BYU faithful. It was pretty tremendous, and it was really special. We're grateful.
You know, we've been in a few venues this year that are new for us, and we'll talk about that. I'll go, hey, how about being in this place and that place? And they've been genuinely cool places to be.
Yeah.
But describing Allen Fieldhouse is a little something, there's a lot more to it, actually, because in a lot of ways, we're talking about the birthplace of the sport. When you consider the fact that their first coach was Dr. James Naismith, that may be all you need to know. The man who invented the game. So it's kind of the spiritual home of college basketball. And the religious kind of component comes up. Spiritual home, cathedral, Mecca. It kind of is more than a simple sporting experience.
Yeah, and is what you have all that, and then genuinely, you know, I'm old. I'm 51. I've probably been in almost every venue in the United States, professional and college, or close to it. And but I had never been to a game in Allen Fieldhouse. And even for me, as the coach, walking in 2 minutes before tip for the first time and seeing the crowd and the ambiance and whatever, this rarely happens to me, but I was taken back too. I just stopped and looked around. I'm like, this is incredible. I think it's how people feel when they walk into the Marriott Center.
Yeah, special night in so many ways. You said some things post-game that resonated as well, and I don't want to synthesize it to something too simple, but it came down to almost kind of two words: beliefs and belief, and how they kind of work together right now for your team.
Yeah, listen, sports is about faith. You know, there's something completely irrational to think that with just a couple seconds left in a game that you're going to take a round ball and from 27 feet you're going to throw it up in the air and actually go through a small red hoop. Like, you've got to be insane that you actually believe that can happen in front of the whole world. And there's this core of athletics that's faith, and clearly BYU is an institution that's all about faith in the Lord Jesus Christ, and that permeates through everything we do. It permeates through athletics in general, and it's a place where we can all find peace, and our guys are finding some peace in our various faiths, and it's playing a huge part in our ability to kind of manage stress and manage anxiety and put our whole hearts into competing. And I love it. It's actually awesome, and it's appropriate, and it's BYU.
On the sporting side of things, another win for you coming off a loss. The last 4 times you've taken a setback in league, you've bounced back and won the very next game. Something special about that, too.
Yeah. And it's our guys. You know, we knew going into this league, guys, I mean, we love this Big 12. Does everyone in here love this Big 12? It just is awesome. And this league is so tough that it just wants to rip you to parts, rip you to pieces so that you can't be fresh for the next game. And so what happens all the time is you see teams putting 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 losses together just because it kind of steamrolls you. And we knew that one of the challenges was going to be trying to put whatever just happened, win, lose, or draw, put it behind us and find a way to get fresh for the next game. And our guys have been brilliant at it. In fact, right after Kansas, this may not mean anything to anybody. It's going to mean something to you, but so we're driving through a snowstorm back to try and catch a plane to get out of Lawrence. Everybody's euphorically happy, and I just turned around to my staff. We all sit together on the bus, and I was just like, we had played Kansas State literally 50 hours before the or 96 hours before that.
3 days. Yeah.
And to us, like, in the moment, I was like, that feels like it was a month ago. It just felt like it was so long ago. And I don't know, the Big 12 does that to you. Like, it just almost freezes time, and I'm grateful for that because this is so much fun. I like time to freeze a little bit.
You put K-State away for Kansas, and now you've already put Kansas away because there's no rest for the weary. TCU's coming in on.
And TCU's a big-time team. My goodness, they're talented, and they're deep, and they're veteran. They're the 3rd most veteran team in the entire country. and they started a lineup of all seniors and super seniors and have a bunch of seniors coming off the bench, and they're clever and physical and downhill, and it's going to be I hope you guys come to the game on Saturday. If you haven't got tickets, the gym sold out, but I heard Greg has a couple. Hit him up after the show. It's going to be awesome on Saturday.
Just meet over here by the side. It was 48 hours ago.
Bring your checkbook, right?
I'm all about Venmo. It was 48 hours ago that BYU played in the college basketball mecca that is Allen Fieldhouse, home to a program with 6 national championships and home to a team and a coach who had lost only 17 home games in the last 21 seasons. It was BYU and number 7 Kansas. Highlights and stats presented by Intermountain Health. And in this game, you were down 12 in the second half. It was a frantic and fun and exciting final 5 minutes. We're going to go to the final minutes of the game and have you take it away for us.
Yeah, we had a bunch of guys step up and make shots. You know, we kind of went Dallin, Noah, Dallin with a bunch of stuff mixed in between. Jax with an unbelievable trip to the rim. And even more importantly, we were really, really solid on the defensive end. They actually answered our back-to-back threes with their own back-to-back threes in this kind of flurry of drama in the waning minutes of the game. There was the 4th one, and not to be outdone, Dallin Hall, Jax came down and got to the free throw line and made 2. We get a stop, and then to kind of cap it off and really give us a little bit of a solid lead. Unbelievably huge rebound by Noah Waterman. And Dallin Hall with the dagger. This is kind of who he is. That's Siri interrupting. But that's just it's just a massive shot, and you know, we had 2 incredible verticality plays by Spencer, and then by and we only missed 1 free throw down the stretch.
Yep.
Foose made 2, Jax made 2, Dallin made that one, and it was awesome, guys. It was, you know, we feel like every second's ticking away, and the guys are battling out there, and we gave them 3 straight possessions, 3 offensive rebounds, but still managed to kind of stay alive in the possession. And Dallin picks up his final foul. He played the entire last 10 minutes of the game with 4 fouls. Played really physical and managed to get it done, and guys closed it out great. Foose to the line for 2 free throws to just finish it. Special. It was a special night.
And this was helping to seal the deal, and that did indeed do it. 76-68 is the final. Again, so rare that KU loses a home game. It ended a 19-game home win streak. Let's look at some individual numbers of note. Noah in this game, 9 points, 6 rebounds, 2 blocks, and we see, you know, huge boards late, and that 3 was massive.
And the 3 was massive, and the play before. How about Foose Traore out of the short roll making a left-hand laser pass against pressure to the corner, like on time, on target for the 3. We had a bunch of guys make big-time plays. This is against a down and a weak, and Spencer Johnson drags it all the way to the baseline to allow Ali Khalifa enough space for a catch and shoot. Huge shot by Spence as we're trying to kind of like find our footing in this game. And just plays all around.
Yeah.
We were in a heavy double team on the post. This Dickinson is a really spectacular player. He's a double machine, and our guys did a really nice job managing him as a team, because that's the only way you can guard him.
The new dad, Spencer Johnson, making Joey proud. And then Trevin Nell, we see some of Trevin's highlights. His lone 3 right here couldn't have been any bigger. Came with 5 minutes to play, made it a 1-point game.
Best part of that shot is the play right before that, about 20 seconds before that. Trevin shot it straight off the backboard. No rim, no net, no nothing. And that's how our guys are playing right now. Like, that was gone from his mind. We got to stop, came down in transition, and without hesitation bangs a huge shot from the wing. It's how our guys are playing, and Dallin was incredible down the stretch.
Dallin Hall, 18 points in this one, the most since his San Diego State game in the first week of the season.
That shot finally gave us a lead right there, the stop shot behind the handoff. Just really spectacular. And here was the dagger. Like, this is a massive shot that we'll remember at BYU for a long time. There'll be a lot of still photos of that floating around. It's pretty great.
Ali Khalifa in his last 3 games, now 13 assists and 0 turnovers. He had 6 points in this game as well.
Yep, and he was great defensively. Like, he was great. You know, the other thing with Hunter is you just have to find a way to be really physical. I mean, that's just a dime. He's like it's incredible. But his physicality, Foose's physicality, the guys coming on the monster were all really good.
Jackson Robinson's the only BYU player with at least 1 3 in every Big 12 game, and he had 18 to tie Dallin Hall, and a plus 17 night. 4 threes on the night for Jax.
Yeah, if you remember towards the end of the the end of the first half, this transition three by Jax was massive. It made us feel like we were right back in this game. It was when Dallin was sitting on the bench in foul trouble and Jax was playing a ton of points. It was really important.
How about the Colonel? Richie Saunders played almost 23 minutes off the bench. He was a team high plus 19 on the night as well.
Yeah, and Richie always brings incredible energy. That was a 2-rebound offensive possession, and he's just always racing around making hay.
Foose, 5 assists on this game. There's one, ties his career high. By the way, BYU's 12-1 when he has 3 or more helpers.
Yeah, and Foose was unbelievable at owning space in the paint and on the perimeter. His physicality in terms of, you see it right here where he is just there's nothing offensive foul about that. It's just like, I'm going to be strong. There's that baseline hammer pass that he threw. He was so physical in owning space. He just was moving bodies. And if he'll continue to do that down the stretch of the season, we're a problem. Like, he makes us a problem with his physicality.
BYU outscored the Jayhawks by 30 points at the three-point line, a decisive number on this night, and took really good care of the ball, too.
Yep, another, under 10 at 7 turnover game. That's been a hallmark of this team. It was something that caused us immense team stress and personal stress. Our inability to protect the ball last year, and the guys have answered that bell in an incredible way. Going to venues like this and coming in with 7 turnovers is just an incredible display from our guys about being on their toes, being super decisive, and believing in their decision making. It's been awesome.
Let's hear it one more time for 76-68, by the way. That was